I'm gonna love you.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Wolverguy. Welcome back to another edition of the Nightmare Racing League CHEERWINE series. Last week we were at Charlotte. This week we are at Homestead in the trucks. I just had a broadcast issue, so couldn't really put the heat race in here. But these are the standings. There was 7 people that raced or in the first heat. Kyle did win the first heat. We'll go Race, Broman, Chase, Smitty, NASCAR Superman, and Mizzy Mitch on the inside. The second heat will determine the outside lane, and that will be getting underway here shortly. So I'm fortunate that I had a weird technical issue, but we are getting ready to rack and stack for heat number 2, and then we'll have the main. If you guys don't know how this format works, the first heat is determining who will be starting on the inside lane, and the outside will be determined by heat 2. Moments away from going green for the second heat race in Homestead Miami Speedway. Last week we were at Charlotte in the Cup. We are in the trucks this week, and this will determine the outside lane for the featured race. Kyle wins stage 1, heat number 2. As you guys can see, kind of going through the lineup: Jeremy, Danny, Jeesh, Bud NASCAR, Jesse Adams in the 83. So we have not a big lobby, but it looks like 6 trucks. It looks like there's a little bit of lag in the server. Not entirely happy with that, but well, I guess we'll have to make it work. Hopefully it's not too bad, but it's looking a little laggy in this lobby. But for the time being, Jesse's up there, and the 21 and the 18 are wrecking, and I don't think that's actually happened, but I think it's a lag going on here. So Jesse will win the stage, or excuse me, not the stage, but the heat, and he will be starting on the pole, well, outside position number 2, starting second in the feature, and we will have I will have an interview ready with Kyle and Jesse here shortly. So congratulations to both of them, and I do not know the rest of the order. I guess we'll find out here shortly. So before jumping to conclusions, we'll start with heat race winner number 1 heat, Kyle. Kyle, congratulations on getting the pole tonight. How do you feel about your truck and everyone else, and how do you feel about your shots of having a solid finish tonight?
I think the trucks feel good, and feel pretty prepared for tonight. Wasn't too thrilled with our finish last week, but hopefully we can capitalize off with a win here tonight after this nice heat win.
Absolutely. Good luck to you tonight, Kyle, and we'll get Jesse in here shortly and see what he says about his win. And congrats on the win tonight, and hopefully you have a solid finish tonight at Homestead, sir.
Thank you, sir, and you have a lot of fun broadcasting. This should be a good race.
Will do. Jesse, congrats on winning heat number 2. How do you feel about your truck compared to everybody else's and having a solid night tonight at Homestead?
I have no idea. The truck's super tight, so I couldn't pull away, and I'm super tired, but I will probably just play it safe most of the race until the final stage. I don't even care if anybody knows my strategy.
Hey.
After last week, I was kind of like, alright, this is crazy, so yeah, my stretch to just kind of pull Jeff Gordon back in 2007 and just hang out, and then hopefully be there at the end to win it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm intrigued to see how the truck and what to do with it and how to adjust on it throughout the race. So
Jesse unknown with his strategy for tonight, but good luck in tonight's feature race, and congrats on getting position number 2 to start the feature. So good luck in tonight's race, Jesse. Hopefully you don't get caught up in too much stuff, and hopefully you have some green flag racing tonight, unlike last week. So congrats on the win, and good luck tonight, sir.
All right, thank you, good broadcaster, sir.
Yeah, appreciate it. And we are green for the first time at Homestead, Miami. Kyle's going to take a good, sizable lead, and he's got a pack of hungry dogs on his bumper. So we'll see if he's more comfortable running the bottom or running the high side, but the high side is very favorable at this track. And not to mention, Broman making his series debut, and he raced a little bit last season, and he helped me out in the booth last year. We'll see if he's got anything for the rest of these guys, see if he's got a solid truck. And looked like he was just kind of rolling around in that last race, so maybe he might have more of a better truck, obviously with a better setup. Looks like he gets loose off of 2 and door checks somebody, but I think we're still good to go. And the 21's looking to see if he can pass Kyle. Kyle decides to go on the inside instead of to run the outside here. So very interesting. A lot of these drivers are probably trying to feel out the track right now, see where they want to run. Obviously, for the rest of this race, see what their preferred line is. We got some great pack racing right here. I'd love to see it. This is what you came to see. Looks like Race has got a solid truck right now. Jesse up there as well in 3rd. Not too much of a drop off. Started 2nd. Right now he is 3rd. And there's probably a caution. Looks like I believe Broman got into it with somebody. Caution is out. So we first restart at Homestead, and we're ready to go. Looks like we got a loosey-goosey truck down on the apron. Don't know what the hell he's doing, but we're moving on with it. And it looks like we're going to have the 38 out in front, Kyle in 2nd, Jeesh in 3rd, and we got the 68 truck right in 4th place. And Kyle's deciding to run the outside, almost 3 wide for the lead. Looks like he might have got tagged the wall a little bit there. Man, looks like he's still got a little bit of a run, so it looks like he's going to be side by side with the 38 going into turn 1, taking that outside line. That's going to be favorable in everybody's case. You can run the bottom lane, but you're not going to get as much speed out of it. So in the 38 truck is chasing you. The rookie into this league had a solid performance at Charlotte last week, and looking like that he's got a solid truck to contend for the lead in this race. So we'll have to see who else kind of pokes their noses into the top 5 spot and see if they have a chance of winning this. This is one of the tracks Kyle loves to race on, and looking like we're having great pack racing right now. 2 up high, 2 down low. Kyle finally takes the lead. Looks like we got some bump drafting actually working as well, and that's going to give the 38 truck the lead, but does he have enough momentum to hold off Kyle into turn 3 and 4? Looks like he is. He's going to close the door, so he does have momentum, and it's almost looking like Talladega, looking up high, looking up low, trying to slow everybody's momentum, and it looks like these top 4 trucks right now have a really, really solid setups. Kyle's going to fall to almost 3rd. 18 trying to look high, but doesn't. Looks like he's still boxed in. In the 68 truck is Race, aka Matt. Matt's had a pretty solid truck so far, and it looks like he has a solid setup. He's going to dive bomb to the bottom instead of rolling that high side. Maybe he says, hey, Kyle, you're not fast enough for me, and I'm going to go to the bottom lane, just running out of room. And Chase is just doing a really good job holding momentum from the bottom lane and to the top lane. Obviously, you're going to have a lot more speed on that top lane because it is progressive banking, which means the banking angle goes up and up with the low groove, the middle groove, and the high groove. So the high groove is going to have the most speed because it's got the highest banking. Some of these guys actually did push it on gas and ran out of gas, so that's going to hurt them. Kyle's going to finish third in the first stage. Jeesh will take home in first place. Jeremy gets P2. Danny gets fourth, and Jesse Adams in fifth. That is your top five right there. And solid racing for stage number 1. So we'll have stage number 2 going up pretty soon. And with these guys going to be obviously pitting, get fresh tires, get any damage that needs to be worked out on their trucks, and a fresh tank of gas. And we're going to be ready to go for stage 2 here in a couple of moments. You're in about 20 seconds or less. We'll be ready to go for stage number 2. Really exciting racing so far. I love the pack racing. It's what you came here to see, or especially for me. I love to see that, but in my opinion, I'd rather see hard, clean racing, moving positions back and forth, hard battling right there. So, with that being said, we're going to get ready to go green for stage number 2. And we will have Jeesh giving us the green flag, the start of stage number 2 here at Homestead. And that green truck is just having problems off and on. And again, it's just still kind of laggy with this server. Hopefully that kind of works itself out. Might be just because of the game, you never know. But Jeesh, is going to have enough of a run to go to the outside. And it looks like that Ford truck is going to get some of a run. Looks like he might have a solid run on the bottom side. Looks like the 21 was shuffling with people. We got a lot of shuffling back here, and it looks like we got a caution. Broman again on the bad receiving end of another caution, and so the yellow flag will be out once again, and we are green once again at Homestead, Miami, to restart this segment 2, stage 2 at Homestead. And I believe it gotta have to be almost 40 plus laps maybe for stage number 3. I don't know, we'll have to find out. Something like that. It looks like we got some squirreliness going on the back stretch, but it looks like we are still green. Got some guys running the apron. You'll get very loose by doing that. Kyle decides to run the outside for the time being. Got some hungry hound dogs on the inside of him. When it looks like he'll be able to close the door on the Ford truck and see if he can get some of the draft. The draft is going to be implemented pretty well here for the time being. You'll get a little bit of a draft on these straightaways. It won't be a lot like you're at Talladega or Daytona, but it definitely will help you out, but it will also slow you down too if you're not careful, especially with the side draft. Side draft will definitely hurt you. If, say, you're in front and second place is battling side by side, you're going to definitely pull away because you got air on the side of them. Kyle hits the wall a little bit and goes into the Ford truck. The Ford truck is unfazed by that hit, but he's also going to have the 38 chase on his bumper, and he might go around him, so not good right there. Kyle's probably not struggling or worrying about it too much. We still got another segment to do, plenty of laps to go. So the dark horse in this case, I believe, would be Broman if he is still in this race. We'll have to see. Looks like that green truck is still struggling, but Jeesh still out in front at Homestead. Said that this is one of his favorite tracks as well. We have him and Jesse battling out. So it looks like Jesse's solved his problem of tightness, and these cars are going to these trucks are going to get tight over time. It's just with any other kind of tire wear. Broman is down pit road, so his day is done. Very unfortunate for him. So that will end his day. Going into third, tries to slam the door on the 83, I believe, and that is not good. He thought he had enough room and just slams the 83 down there and wrecks the 83, and that will be the rest of the segment right there. I'll tell you guys who finished where at the end of that stage. Kyle will bring home third, and Race will win stage number 2. Jeesh in second, Kyle in third, like I said. In fourth, we have Duponsky. Fifth is Smitty. So, Jesse getting the short end of the stick there, and he's probably going to just shrug that off and get ready for stage number 3. So we're getting ready for the final stage at Homestead. That was pretty wild to end that stage, so we'll have to get ready and see what happens. Will we have tight, close racing like that for stage 3, or will it come down to who has a better gas and tire strategy? What's going on here? All the trucks are stopped, and we're ready to go. Hopefully it's not doing this glitch with the 68 like it did with Jeesh, and I think we are green. I apologize for that wacky restart. Kinda laggy right now. The server is being really weird right now, but we are green to start stage number 3, the final stage at Homestead. We have a lot of racing to go. I will tell you guys how many laps we have at the start finish line right here, and the 10 truck's going to get the caution is out. Multiple people were damaged from that wreck, and oh man, Kyle was involved in that as well. Not a good place to be. And after the caution came out, we will have 70 laps to go. So a lot of time to go, a lot of time remaining in this race. 70 laps, long time. Well, that's a lot of racing to go, so we'll have to definitely see how many more cautions we're going to have. Hopefully we can get through the 70 laps pretty quickly.
Later.
We are in our final stages of pitting. If this stays green, for the rest of the time, with about 20 to go, less than 20 to go, these guys are looking at their last pit stops. So as of right now, Kyle short pitting just a couple laps ago. He is dropped to 6, and Danny is right in front of him. So everyone on their strategy, but do these trucks actually get 20 laps of fuel remaining, or will they have to pit one more time? I would have probably tried to push it as long as I could just to make sure I get enough gas, but these guys probably know what they're doing. I don't know how many laps you get for fuel mileage wise, so we'll definitely find that out here shortly. And caution comes out. Don't know what happens, but it's fortunate for Jeesh. Jeesh is going to get his lap back. Will these guys stay out? I would probably pit just to get fresher tires. With just a handful of laps remaining, it's going to be very interesting. Quite a few of them to pit, and I would not see everyone goes down pit road. It would be a very dumb mistake to stay out with this many laps left. Definitely need fresh tires. With times 3 wear, definitely will eat through your tires like acid. So, who will come off pit road first? And we're going to have everybody pit. With not very dumb decision if anyone comes out or doesn't go down pit road to get fresh tires. And Jeesh is going to come in, and Kyle is going to come off pit road first. Does he only do the 2 tire stop? Don't know. Actually, he did. I actually got enough information that he did 2 tires. Will that screw him over, or will he feel confident that his left tire or left sides will hold up enough to give him enough grip to get through these final laps here at Homestead. Green, Kyle is going to give us one of the final restarts here at Homestead. Who will bring it home for the second week in the CHEERWINE series of the Nightmare Racing League? Who will bring home this Homestead Miami win? And we got some squirrely stuff going on. Coming out of 2, we are 3 and almost 4 wide. Kyle's like, yeah, you do that, I'm going to walk off in the sunset. The more they're side by side, the better, Kyle says, because the more side draft for them, the more Kyle's going to run away with this. So you can't have you just got to go single file. Everyone wants to run that high side. Everybody's getting greedy at this point and wanting to win this race and have their preferred groove to get as much momentum as possible through these final turns. With 5 laps to go, Chase in second, Race in third. Race has had a solid truck. Can he make it into the mix as well? Jesse also poking his nose in and saying, hey, I want a piece of this action as well. I believe that's Jesse right there. I'll actually move my camera around for you guys to see if that actually is. It is Jesse. So we're going to go on board with Jesse in the catbird seat right there. Top 3 right there. Race, Kyle, and the rookie Chase for you. And it would not surprise me if somehow Chase wins this. He's had a solid truck. He's had a solid performance so far this season. They've only had 2 races so far, including this one. But Jeesh is up here too, so he was really happy the caution came out. Can he go 2 for 2 to start the season? Can he get a back-to-back wins in this league? But it's going to be very hard to dethrone Kyle. He's very, very fast at this track. Put in a lot of laps. You can see a little bumping right there from the 83 and the 38. So with 3 laps to go, 2 laps to go, can Kyle hold off the rest of this field and win his first race of the season at Homestead? Chase on the outside of Kyle. Kyle deciding to run that middle groove, and then on the backstretch he's going to decide to use that high groove. Will he continue to use that middle groove or decide to use the high groove? But right now Jesse's got to run on the inside, but is that going to be enough to get past Chase? And he's going to get a little bit of a bump by Jeesh. Jeesh is going to try and make him clear that, and Jeesh is going to get loose and starts flipping. Oh my goodness, that's going to be a huge wreck. But they have a rule with less than 5 to go, no cautions. This is the final lap, and Kyle is going to, or excuse me, unless that caution came out automatically, Kyle's going to walk away with this win at Homestead. Kyle wins at Homestead. Chase gets second. Jesse with a 3rd place finish said he didn't know how his car was going, or his truck was going to handle, and he gets a solid top 3. Unfortunate for Broman, gets 12th place. Jeesh gets 4th, and top 5 will finish off with Matt, aka Race, to get top 5. So congrats to Kyle. Wins the heat tonight and wins the feature. Wins the 2nd race of the season. We'll have a post-race interview with the winner, which will be Kyle. Congrats on winning just not only a heat, but congrats on winning the 2nd race of the season at Homestead, Kyle. Tell us how you did it, and what'd you just think of your whole night in total?
Oh man, the racing was insane. Everyone was real close and tight. Everyone was competitive from where I finished all the way back to the last, honestly. Clean air, really, just 2 tire strat in that final pit stop got me to the lead, and from there I just was able to maintain air and wasn't able to let those guys catch up and get by.
I was actually thinking, I'm like, did he only go with two tires? Because that was a very quick stop, and it was. and I didn't know how much that was going to mess with your left side tires if your truck wasn't going to like that, and it looks like everything held up, and you got the win, so that will definitely help you out with points. Too bad it wasn't a double points night for you. I'm pretty sure you're hoping that you could get it done last week, but it is what it is. Great bounce back. Congratulations, Kyle, on winning at Homestead. Next week we'll be at Richmond, which is another one of your favorite tracks, so we'll have to see if you can pull off back-to-back wins, and that will be in Xfinity cars. So we'll have to see if how dominant you are next week, and see if you got any competitors next week.
Well, thanks, John. I hope to be competitive, but I don't know if the boys will let me.
With that being said, that will thank you, Kyle, for the interview. Congratulations tonight. That will do it for the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Until next week at Richmond, hope you guys have a great night. Take care. See you later.